a racist?
No, I'm not.
Well, what are you doing then? Why don't you go and harass the government? Why don't you go and do something where you can actually make some good in this world rather than just causing absolute misery?
I do a lot of good in this world.
I'm not sure you do. I can actually look in your eyes and I can see your soulmate, and it looks
Yeah,
to me
okay,
like
I'm sure you
pretty
can.
dark.
I'm sure you can.
Pretty dark.
I'm sure you
miserable.
can.
Do you go and feed them?
I do lots of things for the community.
What do you do?
What I do is up to me, though, isn't it? None of
Yeah,
your
it's
business.
totally up to you, but
I
also,
don't need to tell you what I
it's my
do.
business to call you a racist.
Is it?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Is it
and
really?
if you don't like being called a racist, then maybe you should stop acting.
Names
like a
don't hurt
racist.
me, love.
It's not a name.
I don't act racist.
Well,
I
so
don't.
why
I don't
do-
shout
why do
out
you
abuse.
Why do you only do it here? Why don't you go and do it?
Oh, I
like,
do. I do it in lots of places.
Well, like outside the government, where the government can actually do something
Yep.
about it.
Yep.
Neither do I. I just wonder if, like, honestly, you sleep well at night.
I sleep very well.
Do you though?
Yeah.
Like, like honestly, I'm like talking to you,
Yeah.
and I'm saying like, actually, there's things that you can be doing in this world that actually do make you feel.
But like I said, you don't know what I do you?
Well, you could easily, say what you do to justify the other stuff.
I ain't telling you guys anything.
All right, you don't have to. Yeah, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
I'm proud to be a lefty.
Huh? Okay.
You want to be a lefty, then you be a lefty. Yeah, if
Yeah,
you
we
want
just
to be
got-
a righty, you can be a righty.
We're just coming to ask questions. We're just having this, why you need to be out here every night. That's
Yeah,
all.
what is it you
Like I said, why do you
achieve
assume
by
I'm here
being
every night?
But why are you here? Why?
Because I want to be.
Yeah, but I understand that, but because you want to be racist.
No. Because I'm proud to be
Why are you
British.
here? Yeah,
Why do you keep throwing the racist card?
Because there's no other reason.
You just-
Like, if you want to be British, be British. I'm proud to be British.
I work for foreign people.
So then why are you here
So,
then?
I'm not racist by any means, love.
You can film me, that's fine. I don't give a shit.
I have coloured friends.
I'll film your number plate.
Some very good coloured friends, in fact.
Yeah, I just wonder
But there's a
whether
difference
they-
between
they-
coming here legally and coming here illegally and taking the
There's no
piss.
such thing as illegal.
They're not illegal.
Of course there is.
No, there
They're
isn't.
not. They wouldn't be housed if they were illegal.
Of course they will.
No, they're
How
not.
the hell's
Everyone
if
I know
they're
is going through a
illegal?
process to get
You do
papers.
realise-
But they're illegal before they start that process,
Because
aren't they? They're
there's no
still
way of
illegal
coming
until
here.
they get their
There's no way of coming
documents.
here. There's no way of coming there. Since Brexit, since we voted in Brexit, there's no way legally for them to come
Okay.
here. So if the government wanted to, tomorrow they could stop all the small boats tomorrow. But they keep on doing it to keep you occupied by doing
Cool.
things like this. Rather than following the government around and giving the government grief and actually challenging the government, you're here doing this every night, putting your energies into this every
That's
night.
what they want.
Rather,
They want you
rather,
to do this shit. They want you to do this
yeah,
shit.
rather than actually going after the government, where they can actually do something, they could make your life
You don't
better.
think anyone's targeting the government as well, no?
No, you're trying to
Not
vote.
when you're wasting your
I
time.
don't know who
doing
you vote for
this.
personally, but you're trying to vote in people that are going to make your life worse.
I don't vote.
Reform.
Well, that's fair
Because
enough.
they're all fucking bunch
Well,
of
there you go,
wankers.
that's fair.
Doesn't matter who you vote for, they're all in it for themselves.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
100%.
fair enough, yeah. But we're just saying, like, it's, you know, you need to actually, like, you need to actually research what you're getting into. That's not, I don't know why you're laughing, because that ain't a funny matter.
Because I think
This is
you're all a
real life
joke, to be
shit.
honest.
This is real life shit, and people's lives are being affected. Everyone's lives are being affected. Why are we fighting against each other? Why don't we go and fight? Yeah, obviously, you know, we're not.
I want to understand, like,
Yeah, we
why
actually want to
you guys
understand why it's like every night. Do you know what I mean? Like, what's the need? Because you're not making any change because they don't care anymore. No, but there is people up there every night. We know that. But like, what are you actually achieving? Because you're not exhausting resources because the police aren't down here. You know what I mean? So like, you're actually wasting your own time and energy when you could be at home doing other stuff. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, it's also loads of people in there who are like
Yeah,
traumatised
penetrating the
human
system would be
beings.
exhausting resources. Which,
If they want to stand up there,
Yeah, no, it is.
they'll stand up there or stand up there.
so why are you here? You just say 'cause you want to be here.
I'm just passing through.
Okay.
We just come to see whether the poppies are still up. That's
Yeah,
all.
yeah, the poppies aren't going to be
Yeah, but
taken down.
that's all we come
Yeah.
down there for.
My
See whether they were
granddad
still up.
was on the boats. He actually took on D-Day landing, took soldiers on the boats. So, you know, my granddad told me some really scary stories, and I 100% respect the veterans. And, you know, the veterans deserve to get decent money. We know one who's literally chucked out onto the street, basically.
But that's the government's fault. That's
And
not
that's the
these guys'
government's
fault.
Well, because they shouldn't have any cunts in there, and they should put them in there.
They could do both. But listen, they could be doing both. This is the thing. That's what they want. They want this reaction from you by saying, look, we'll have them in there, and then our veterans on the streets. They could be.
They could
10,
do
20
both.
years ago, they could have had veterans in housing, but did they?
Yeah, well, I agree with
Do you know what I mean? That's the government. The government, as soon as
It's
the
not their
veterans get
fault
ill
in
or they
there.
can't serve, they throw them out, and that's not because of them.
They should be in there because they gave their life to this country.
Yeah, but these people in here,
But they don't
half
know,
of these
no,
people fight in the armed forces for us. These people
Yeah.
in these hotels work in the hospitals.
Yeah.
They work the fields. They work the jobs that our country don't want to be doing.
Yeah, most of them end up going up to be doctors and stuff. They could house veterans just as much as they could house migrants. That's like, but they won't, and don't know why. You know, the government you never know why it doesn't. But the whole
We need them both now.
using one minority group against another is not the option. Like having the veterans sleep out here or something, that ain't going to solve nothing. I'm telling you now, because I saw that online. That's not going to solve anything. You need to be penetrating the system into, you know, making change. You're not going to make any change by doing that, because there's still going to be hotels, and you're never going to get rid of migration. That's never going to happen. We as English people, we fuck off to Australia, we fuck off to all these
Spain.
different countries, and why is that? That's all right.
There's a huge difference between legal migration, illegal migration,
They are legal,
and being a
but
refugee.
There's no legal route into England at the moment. So there's no legal route here.
Good.
Yeah, but so
You're never
if we
going to stop
take
it.
every
You're never going
immigrant-
to stop it. People need to be able to flee countries for better living.
If we take everyone away, you won't have no doctor, no dentist. You wouldn't have no person that fixes your car. You wouldn't have no one working on the fields. What?
So you're telling me that these are our future doctors and engineers, are they?
Some of them, yeah,
I'm sure.
they are. They definitely
40%
are.
of the London doctors are, you know. So what would you do if all of them left?
I don't know. Go on, just say it.
But what would you do if they all left?
What would you do?
Because we'd have no.
No, they
one
wouldn't, would they?
working.
Because they're legal.
Well, no,
But like I
because
said, there's a difference between legal and
Some
illegal.
parts are
Migration.
illegal, so they wouldn't be housed. If they were illegal, they'd be hiding somewhere, like the illegal ones do. They
Some-
hide.
some of these
And then they
parties-
come over on boats.
There's no other way of coming. There's
Some
no
of
other
these-
way of coming. Before Brexit,
Good. Close
they
the
used-
borders.
You can't do that. I don't believe for a second that they weren't just passing by. People just need to be honest. I'm not here to, you know, I'm not here to fucking.
Judge, we don't mind. We
Well,
just
I
want.
am
we
here to
just-
judge a
we-
little
we
bit.
wanna know,
I'd be
we
lying
just
if I
wanna
said I
know
weren't.
why you
Yeah,
would spend
go on.
your time
Be
here.
fair.
I am judging you because I think you're all being bizarre.
You are being weird. It's like, why would you do this? Like, why would you do it when you could be at home and
I told you why.
Look,
is it worth it when you get to them pearly gates and God goes to you, what did you do to the immigrants that I sent to your country? Because you do know God made everyone, don't you?
I know where I'm going when I die.
Hell.
No.
You know you're going to hell because doing things like
most
this.
of us are going to hell. We're all sinners. Do you know what I mean?
And God would not
There
want
is
you
no
here.
heaven,
If
there is
if
no
you
hell.
believe in God,
Where are you going? In a box.
And 6 foot in the ground, yeah.
Fair enough. I mean, I'm not religious, so yeah, fair enough.
You die, life ends, that's it.
Yeah.
You know, you get buried,
you got
you get forgotten
You gotta
about,
hope,
that's it.
Because if you do get to them pearly gates, and
Got the
freedom
FOI
of
from the-
information
We've got it from the police. I can
from
show
the
you
police.
it.
No crimes have happened here at all. The only crimes that have happened are by the far right, who've had fights here and been done for trespassing. Like
Can't get done
nobody-
for trespass, it's a civil
nobody
offence.
in there has been done for any sexual offences at all.
Most of them end up homeless
You
because
know
the
that
it's the
once they
council's
get
job.
kicked-
This-
Once they get kicked out of there,
They don't get council
housed.
houses. It's the council's job to house them. Most of them end up homeless.
No, they end up in HMOs.
Houses are more what occupancy. So,
Oh, what, like
the really
like hostels and stuff?
No, that's just houses.
No,
with
they,
lots of
they,
people
they
living
blocks
there.
of flats, essentially.
But they really don't. Usually
Yeah. I've been
run
in.
by
Yeah.
a private landlord who
Yeah,
does not give
yeah.
a shit.
Yeah. But like,
It's funny because every time I talk to someone out here, I end up feeling sorry them, for you.
Don't feel
Because
sorry for me, please.
I feel like you're a lost soul. Like there is a reason you need something to help you in your life. You need some love. You need some kindness. You need something to give you.
I've got all the love I
motivation to
want.
do other
I'm not
things.
lost. I've got my motivations and I've got my personal reasons for wanting the immigration crisis to stop.
There is no crisis. We do know that they're playing you into believing that there's a crisis going on. 250,000 people leave a year here to go to Spain, to Australia. We need to refill those places. We need people to come in every year. So when they say there's a crisis, they're actually playing you. They're making you in fear. Because that way you're concentrating on this and not
But like I said, that's
concentrating
legal
on them.
migration, isn't it?
no, it's not. It's
No.
everything.
It's all of it. It's all of it.
Legal migration. And there's a
Yeah,
big difference
and
between...
they are legally here
No, they're
now.
not.
They are legally here now because they're
Yes,
all
they are
claiming
legally
asylum
here.
now. So
If they were here
legally,
legally, they wouldn't still be in the hotel.
Well, no, because that's where they have to. Where
have
else
to
are they going to
wait.
go?
they have to wait
Where
until
else are
they
they going
get
to
their
go? Where would you put
residency.
them? Do you know what I mean? They're gonna. The hotel is contracted to house them, and then once they've got their papers and they're like, yeah, cool, you're good to go and work and do what you do. Let's send the council's job to house them. That's why people come in and out. That's not as easy as everyone's making that out.